Thank you very much. Kristen, on the line with us now is Yasmin Nakuda. She is the owner of Darwin the Monkey. Good morning.
Good morning.
I understand you're on your way to court this morning and you're going to be fighting to try to keep Darwin. What's your argument?
There is no statutory provision for the officer who took Darwin in to confiscate Darwin, and therefore they had no right to do that.
I guess the next question is it appropriate to have that kind of animal in your care in the first place? A lot of places say that it is restricted. They don't allow exotic animals, but also a monkey like that is used to living in a group of 200 other monkeys, certainly not in a house out in the wild. Do you feel like your home is the best place for a wild animal?
I can't say it's the best place. All I can say is that he walked into my life. We created a bond with him. He bonded with me. He considers me as his mom. I took into consideration the fact that he needed me. I took into consideration the fact that Japanese macaques are not violent per se. There are instances where they work as restaurant waiters. So is it the best place to be? That's arguable. But right now, does Darwin need me? Does he need me? Yes, he does need me. And that's what I'm going by. Not whether it's the best place for him to be, but whether he needs me now. And he needs me now.
Yasmin, the experts will tell you that as the monkey gets older, because Darwin's 8 months, there's a natural instinct that kicks in, and he could turn on you. What happens then?
Well, with proper training, an animal can be contained. There are monkeys who are trained to be helpers for the disabled in Boston College. There are monkeys, as I said, who work as waiters in restaurants and are regulated by labor laws. One can't really generalize. Every animal he has 93% human DNA, and he is different. So it depends on his mentality, it depends how he's bred, it depends how he's cared for. He was not a caged animal. He had constant stimulation. He went around and he had a full life, and he was a very happy little monkey.
That being said, I mean, let's face it, you want what's best for Darwin because you love this monkey, you call him your son, but do you really think he wants to be dressed up in these costumes and not live the natural life that other monkeys would?
Well, that's the life he's known, and that's the life he's happy in. He was bred in captivity. He was not a wild animal. You need to understand that. I didn't take him away from the jungle and the wildlife, and I brought him in and had him go through a trauma. No, he doesn't know anything any better. That's what he knows, and that's what he's used to, and that's where he's happy at.
Well, monkeys, though, this type of monkey typically stays with its mother for 3 years. So don't you worry at all that by promoting the idea that this is a pet will mean that more and more of these creatures will be taken? I understand that Darwin was just weeks old when he was taken from his actual mother. Don't you worry that this will sort of encourage other people to do the same thing?
Not at all. When I got Darwin and I had a trial session with him. I had him for a little while. I babysat him. I decided he did not fit in my lifestyle. I decided he was too much to care for. He needed 3 diaper change. He needed bottles. He needed attention constantly. He would cling to me. He would stick himself to my body. I couldn't go to the gym. I couldn't go to the shower. I couldn't go to the office. I couldn't go anywhere without him. But don't you think that's because
he was supposed to be with his mother?
Well, I was not the one who
Someone took him from his mother when he was weeks old. He's not a human, even though he may have similar DNA.
Well, I do not promote animals being taken away from their biological mothers at all. You need to understand it was a matter of the circumstances in which he walked into my life. I didn't take him. I didn't know what a monkey, living with a monkey would be like. I've never experienced it. I've seen them in zoos. I've seen them on TV. And all I know is this little guy walked into my life and realized that he was not a dog. He was not a cat that you take away from the mom and the biological mom, and there's no trauma. This guy was really traumatized. I didn't create that. Although I knew he walked into my life, I gave him the love, I gave him the attention, and he has bonds with me.
Yes,
right now,
if an expert told you that ultimately Darwin would be happier among his own species, would you accept that?
ultimately, right now, he has to go through a trauma because ultimately he will be fine. If he needed to be in a big group, if he needed to go back to have other animals, other monkeys. Right now, for example, he's in a sanctuary. What is a sanctuary? It's a fence. Is that better for him? You're looking at the bigger picture. This animal was bred in captivity. He cannot go to the wall, so that's out of question. So it's either I keep him or he stays in a sanctuary. You're telling me the sanctuary is better for him than my home where he was loved. He lived with the family. He was free. He was roaming around. He had constant stimulation, and he loved the people who he lived with. Right now he's in a cage. Nobody understands he needs to be clinging to a body of what he considers to be his mom. Yet he's in a cage. It's a fenced room, for heaven's sake. A sanctuary, the way he's put, is not heaven. I thought it would be heaven. I thought the same way you did. When they took him away for a little while, I thought maybe it's good for him to be in a sanctuary. Maybe that's the best thing that turned around. But it's not the truth. He is not happier. And trust me, if I go there and I hold him and I look at Darwin and I feel that he would have been happier, or it's better, or he doesn't want to be with me, surely
Yasmin,
I would
I
let him
understand.
choose.
Sorry to interrupt you here, but I understand you're emotionally attached to him, and obviously you're digging in your heels, and you were going to court today. We'll continue to follow this. Thanks for your time and for your insight and for taking some of the tough questions.
We appreciate